Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is class 6 topical structure questions. I want you to listen to me very careful, and I want every people to attempt these questions into their homework books, and you make sure you follow the instructions and you listen to me very careful. These are 10 questions. 10 of them I will be explaining to you, and I want you to listen to me very careful at the same time. Question number 1, it says that define Salatul Kusuf and Salatul Khusuf. Most of the people, these two salah, they confuse. Actually, they cannot be able to differentiate which one is Khusuf and which one is Kusuf. This is the right explanations. Salatul Khusuf, Salatul Kusuf, this K-U-S-U-F, is a prayer performed during the eclipse of the sun. Eclipse is when the sun changes its color, maybe to black or red, and it has changed from its normal state to another different state. This is now Salatul Kusuf. The eclipse of the sun is called Salatul Kusuf. Mostly when the eclipse of either moon or the sun happens, Muslims go to the mosque and pray two long rakats, and the Imam actually prefer to read and recite Surah Al-Baqarah, which is the most longest surah in the whole Quran. The other one is Salatul Khusuf, which is K-H-U-S-U-F. So the divination of Salatul Khusuf is also, Khusuf is the salah that is performed during the eclipse of the moon, At the same time, Muslims go to the mosque and pray two long rak'ah, and the Imam prefer to recite Surah Al-Baqarah at the same time. Question number 2, what is declaration is also known as what? Declaration is also known as what? Declaration is also known as kalima. Also, declaration is also known as shahada. And shahada is to say La ilaha illallah wa anna Muhammadur Rasulullah. And this is, there is no God but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Muhammad is his messenger. We have to declare like that. So declaration is also known as kalima. How many rak'ah are there altogether for the faral prayer in a day? We are told that how many rak'ahs are there in the faral prayers in a day. Here is the total number of rak'ah. Salatul Fajr, there is 2. Salatul Dhuhr, there is 4. Asr, there is 4. Maghrib, there is 3. And Isha, there is also 4. When we add them together, 2 Fajr, 4 Dhuhr, 4 Asr, 3 Maghrib, and 4 Isha. When we add them together, it is 17. 2 plus 4, that's 6. 6 plus 4, that's 10. 10 plus 8, that's 13. And 13 plus 4, that's 17. So the total number of rak'ah that we pray during the day is 17 rak'ahs. We move to the next question. The next question says that say true or false. Subhi has Ba'diyya Sunnah prayer. Is this true or false? We want to know what is Ba'diyya. This is what we want to know and understand. So there are two types of faral prayers that we normally perform after and before the faral prayer. There are two types of Sunnah prayers that we normally perform after and before the faral prayer. One is Qabliya prayer, and this Qabliya prayer is performed just before the faral prayer. This is now called Qabliya. Qabliya is performed just before the faral prayer. That's what we call Qabliya prayer. And Ba'diyya prayer this is a prayer that's performed just after we pray the faral prayer. After we pray the faral prayer, that's now Ba'diyya. So you were told that is Salatul Subh has Ba'diyya? No, Salatul Subh does not have any Ba'diyya prayer. And the other salah that don't have any Ba'diyya prayer is Salatul Asr. They don't have Ba'diyya prayer, but both of them have what? Qabliya prayer. Let's go to the next question. Salatul Maghrib has 3 rak'ahs. Is this true or false? Yes, it is true. Salatul Maghrib has 3 rak'ahs. The Imam recites loudly in the 3rd and the 4th rak'ah of Dhuhr prayer. We normally know that Dhuhr prayer the Imam does not recite loudly. The Imam recite silently. Silently. The opposite of loudly is silently. The Imam recites silently the 4 rakats. The other question is Tahajjud is a faral prayer. Is Tahajjud a faral prayer? No, it's not a faral prayer. Tahajjud is a Sunnah prayer that's normally performed during the month of Ramadan, especially the last 10 days of the month of Ramadan. And Tahajjud, we can be able also to pray every night, and it's also known as Salatul Salatul. It's also called Salatul Layl. Salatul Layl. It's prayed, and actually most of the Muslim people, they perform during the month of Ramadan, especially the last 10 days, and you can be able to pray also any other time, any other night, and this prayer is performed during the mid of the night. Name the 5 faral prayers. Name the 5 faral prayers. This is now question number 5. You are told name the 5 faral prayers. The 5 faral prayers are Dhuhr, Maghrib, Isha, Asr, and Salatul Fajr. Those are the 5 faral prayers. Question number 6 inasema dash and dash are the second and the fourth pillar of Islam respectively. Second and the fourth pillar of Islam. There are 5 pillars of Islam, as we know. Pillars of Islam are 5. Number 1 is Shahada, which is the kalima. Number 2, Salah is the second one. Number 3, Zakat is the third one. Number 4, Saum is the fourth one. And number 5, Hajj is the fifth one. So the question you are told, dash and dash are the second and the fourth pillar of Islam respectively. The second pillar of Islam is Salah, and the fourth pillar of Islam is Saum. These are the second and the fourth pillar of Islam respectively. Question number 7 asema, name those who are payable to Zakat, alms. So Zakat is the amount of money that's payable or that can be given to the poor, and it is given to the poor by the rich. So there are 8 people who can be given Zakat, and 3 of them are, number 1, al-masakin. This is it. Number 2, we can be given, number 1, the poor. It can be given, the poor. Number 2, the needy. So the question you're told, name those who are able to be given Zakat, the needy. Number 3, the converters. Number 4, the slave. Number 5, the debtors. Number 6, for the sake of Allah. And number 7, for Allah's cause. For Allah's cause. And number 8 are, so these are the people that who can be given zakat. Number 1 is the poor, the needy, the converters, and the slave, the debtors, for Allah's sake, and for Allah's cause. Those are the people who can be given out zakat. Question number 9 The ninth month in the Islamic calendar are, so there are 12 months in the Islamic calendar. We say number one is the ninth month in the Islamic calendar. Number one is Muharram, Muharram, Safar, Rabiul Awal, Muharram, Safar, Rabiul Awal, Rabiul Akhir, Jamadul Ula, Jamadul Thani, Rajab, Sha'ban, Ramadan, and Shawwal, Dhul Qa'dah, and Dhul Hijjah. So the 9th month is Ramadan. The 9th month is Ramadan. And name people who are not allowed to fast. The people who are not allowed to fast are number one, the old age people. Number two, the traveler. Number three, women in her nifas. Number four, women in haid. These people are not allowed to fast. They are not allowed to fast. Question number 10 inasema kwamba say when are the following prayers said? Salatul Tahajjud and Salatul Tarawih. These two prayers are said during the month of Ramadan. This one, Tarawih, is said during the month of Ramadan, is among the Sunnah prayer that's said from the beginning of the Ramadan up to the end of Ramadan. Salatul Tahajjud, it is performed during the last 10 days of Ramadan, and it can be also performed any other night in the mid of the night. In that video marks, I want you to copy the following questions into your books, and you make sure you copy properly, and you ask question wherever necessary. Thank you.